So I thought I'd give you a little bit of a background on documentation that mortgage lenders like to see, so in preparation for applying for a mortgage. If you're employed, you need 3 months wage slips. Now we have some lenders that if you've been in a job for quite a long time, or you get directly paid into your bank account with those particular lenders, they may only ask for one wage slip. So they want 3 months wage slips, and this is because they want to see your basic salary that's on there. They always go before tax. If you're claiming overtime, they want to see 3 months average. If you're claiming bonuses or commissions, they want to see the wage slips that show those bonuses or commissions to be able to use them. If you're in a probationary period, some lenders will allow you to apply for a mortgage straight away, and that's even if you've not started a job. So as long as you've got your letter of acceptance, which says you're going to be earning £25,000 with your new employer, provided you've been in a previous job that's similar and you're just having a changeover, the lenders will use your new salary. Your wage slips have to duplicate what goes into your bank account. So, and that's even down to the penny. And I know that might seem quite simple, but we've had situations where an employer had set up like a standing order to their employees and hadn't been checking the wage slips, so they actually slightly wrong, and that caused a lot of questions with the lender. They want 3 months bank statements. Generally, they don't always want them. We like to ask for them as well, just double check ingoings and outgoings. So if you're doing this as a forward preparation, then because you want everything to look good for a lender, don't go over your overdraft limit. Stay within your limits. Don't live in your overdraft. So make sure that you try to work here, even if you have to pull the reins in for 3 months, make sure that you look like you've got money in your account, and don't let any direct debits get bounced unpaid, because that looks like you're not budgeting well, you can't afford month by month, which means why would a lender lend you money if you can't even control your telephone bills, for example. And make sure that your address on your bank statement matches where you live at the minute. So sometimes we get people that still have their bank statements go to their mum and dad's because they're a bit young, but you need to get them changed really. And when you get your bank statements, you need to get me a PDF. That means going into your online banking, you're entitled to a full bank statement from your bank. Don't just get the list that comes up. It's always a button you can find, and if you're struggling, just Google, how do I get a PDF of my bank statement with whoever your bank is. If you're self-employed, we need 1, 2 or 3 years accounts. And the reason we say that is if you've only been self-employed 1 year, you've only got 1 year's accounts. We ask for 3 years if you've got them. Not all lenders will want 3 years, some will only want 2, but if we've got 3, then we can decide where we go with that. So it might be that we'll go to one lender because your most recent year has been your best year, and we don't want to average it with the previous 2 because business has gone up, for example. Along with that, you need your tax calculations. They're also called computations, and they used to be called SA302s, so they're different formats, but they're basically a spreadsheet of the income you're declaring with your employed, self-employed, sole trader, director, dividends and property income. And then with that, you have to pull off your tax year overviews, which marry up with your computations. So this means that they're just checking that it's not fraudulent, that you're paying the correct amount of tax. And you can request them from your accountant or directly off of HMRC's website. You have to get your proper logins to get into them, and then you can just pull them down as a PDF. And then last but not least, we need a list of your credit commitments. So most people, I like to think, know what there's coming out of their bank accounts, but not always. So you can go on either Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, Call Credit, and the best one to use is Check My File, because it gives us all 3 credit companies. So if you email us, we'll send you a link to get to that site, and then it's easier for me then to see on your credit file exactly what you owed, how much your monthly commitments are going out, and if you've had any missed payments, which just means we can deal with them a bit better if I know about them. So hopefully that gives you a good insight of the type of paperwork that you need for a mortgage application.